and then I saw the blood vials on the back here. This, to me, this crossbow is definitely the best of the three. Oh, and there we go. Here's the animation. Man just kicks a zombie head. That is so freaking cool. Can we play that again? And what the... Here we go. Now, extremely quickly, before we start this video, I know a ton of people are super excited about this Weaver bundle, so we are going to be giving away one copy of this. All you got to do is look in the top of the description below or look in the comments. I'm going to have a link to my Twitter and a tweet. Just click on that tweet, follow what it says. We're going to give it 1 or 2 days. That way we give people time to watch this video. That way as many people can enter as possible. Thank you guys for watching. Now moving into the video. All right, and welcome back, guys. It is finally here, the bundle that I continuously get questions about and that I think just everyone in the community is a little bit hyped for. The Tracer Pack Weaver Operator Bundle plus Pet Finishing Move. Finally in the store. There is a lot in this bundle. I think this is probably going to be the best bundle we're going to get this entire season, and maybe overall. So I'm going to go in game. We're going to test everything in this bundle out and see if it lives up to the hype that it's kind of got so far. So the very first thing is the Kremlin Eye Weaver skin. Looks pretty cool, but I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit basic of a skin. I mean, he is missing his eye. This bundle was meant to take place right after he lost his eye. It's pretty cool, but I think after a few weeks, I'm going to kind of go back to another skin. Like, it looks cool, but I think it might lose the appeal pretty quick. It reads off, keep an eye on your enemies. There will be many with Weaver's Kremlin Eye skin. So we're going to go in game, test it out, see what it looks like. Then we start moving into the blueprints. We get 3 blueprints with this bundle. The very first thing is the De-Isolation XM4 variant, and it does come with purple and blue tracer fire. But I'm not going to lie, this kind of looks a little basic. It looks like more of a basic XM4 variant. So we'll test it in game, see what it looks like with Mastery camos and Pack-a-Punch camos. But it doesn't come with any sort of stat changing stuff in zombies. We've had tons of bundles in the past that come with spawned in ammo mods. And you would think with how much this bundle is kind of focused towards zombie players that they would put on some of the ammo mods we've seen in previous, bundles. But no, from what it looks like, these aren't stat changing in zombies like any of the previous bundles. The XM4 is not that great in zombies, so we'll still try it out. We'll give it a go. The next thing is the MAC-10, which the MAC-10 is actually like the second best SMG in zombies right now. So this is a pretty good weapon to use. It is the Desert Heat. But once again, dude, it kind of looks basic. I really do think how these look with Pack-a-Punch camos and, Mastery camos is really going to make or break this bundle for me, because this is another pretty basic skin. Moving on to the third one, which is a crossbow skin, which is awesome because we've only got a couple crossbow skins. Once again, looks pretty basic, but it does have freaking blood vials on the back here. When I first saw this, I freaked out a little bit because I've already done this review once, but the audio, I had my audio off for the entire recording, and I went through the entire thing saying these, blueprints kind of sucked, and then I saw the blood vials on the back here. This, to me, this crossbow is definitely the best of the three. One, because it's a crossbow. Oh, it doesn't say it have tracer. Oh, that's kind of lame. So these do have the purple and blue tracer fire. The crossbow doesn't have the tracers, which it makes sense. It's a projectile, and how exactly would that work? But yeah, it's a little disappointing, but the blood vials almost kind of make up for it. Hopefully when we get in game and spec the weapon, we'll be able to see these, and I want to see if these blood vials change at all once we start getting Pack-a-Punch and Mastery camos on it. I'm pretty excited for the crossbow. A little bit less now that I just realized it doesn't have any sort of tracer fire on it. But moving on, we get the Zombie Decay finishing move, and this is kind of the big promotional thing for this. This is the pet that you get in the menu right here in multiplayer. When you do a finishing move, a zombie's gonna jump out and just take a bite out of someone. I wish we could use this in zombies. At least we get to see it in the menu. Pretty freaking cool. Gonna have to test that out as well. Then we get the projected status watch, and a lot of times when we get watches, I'm not a big fan of watches. We kind of gloss over that in the bundle reviews. This one is going to show your level and rank with your little icon on it. That's pretty cool, and I can actually see that being a little useful. I like the step tracking watches, and I think this is another one. It's so much more useful than seeing a mini map that's already on your HUD. So we'll definitely have to try that out. Then we're getting a Raven charm. Unfortunately, it does not seem to be an animated charm. I think that they're just kind of done with that. The last 4 or 5 bundles haven't been animated. Then moving on to the emblem and calling card we get. Not gonna lie, I really like these. A lot of times when we get emblems and calling cards, I kind of crap on them saying like, yeah, I'm never gonna use this. These are so unique. These are so much different than any other calling card and emblem we have in the game that now that I've already bought this bundle, I'm gonna go ahead and equip these, and I think I'm gonna use these for a little bit. These emblems and calling cards stand out so much. And, dude, it goes back and forth between a skull and eye. Look, he flaps his wing, eye, flaps his wing, skull. That is so freaking cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to run these, and these are probably going to be the calling card and emblem I run for a little bit while here. So there's a lot to take in from this bundle. We've got the charm, we've got the emblems, we've got the watch, we've got the main thing, the finishing move, we've got the 3 different blueprints, and we've got the Weaver skin. Now we're going to go ahead. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to hop into zombies, test out all this stuff, kind of pack-a-punch these 3 weapons, see what they look like. Then we're going to head into multiplayer, check out the finishing move, and we're going to put on the mastery camos on these 3 different weapons and see what they're like. So yeah, a lot of freaking testing. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Oh, and there we go. Here's the animation. Man just kicks a zombie head. That is so freaking cool. Can we play that again? Okay, there it is. Finally found it. I've been looking how to equip this zombie decay finishing move for like 2 or 3 minutes now. You have to go into the multiplayer menu. So if you just bought this bundle and you want to have the zombie in the menu, the finishing move option isn't in the zombies menu. So you have to go over to multiplayer, got to go to weapons, finishing move, and there you can go. And you can equip it. As you can see, we're now Weaver, and dude, we've got a pet zombie walking with us in the menu there. He's kind of off to the side. You can't see him too well. Hopefully he sticks with us when we go to zombies. Yeah, so he's still here. So you can use it in the zombie menus. You can see him and everything. You cannot equip him. If we go here to weapons, you can see the finishing move option isn't here. Got to go over to multiplayer, equip him. But once you do that, we've now got Weaver walking around with the finishing move zombie. That is so cool. I can't wait to see that finishing move in action. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, load into Tone, and we're going to test out the Pack-a-Punch camos on these brand new weapons. But you know what? Before we do that, look at the combination of this emblem and calling card together. I genuinely don't know why, but I really like this. I love kind of the drawn aesthetic, and it gives kind of that creepy zombies vibe, and just the fact that it's going back between the skull and the eye. This is probably what I'm going to use for a while, and this is, I think, the first time I've ever actually been genuinely like excited and happy about getting an emblem and a calling card from a bundle. Most of the times it's just like, oh, cool. But yeah, I like this a lot. So definitely check that out if you do end up buying this bundle. All right, and here we are loaded into Tone. This is the crossbow and what it looks like. I know Tone's kind of dark, so I'm going to see it too well. We'll check it out in multiplayer in its base form as well. We do have the birdcage charm on. Not going to lie, the charm's pretty disappointing. Probably not going to end up using it after this game we have here. And just to double check, no, unfortunately, the crossbow does not have the tracers. And if we look down to the bottom right, there are no ammo mods applied. So none of these blueprints are going to be stat changing. Can we see the vials? Dude, oh, that's disappointing. So the thing I was most excited about the crossbow was being able to see the blood vials. But that's something you're only going to see in the menu. With the inspect, those blood vials are off screen the entire time, even with max FOV. So unfortunately, blood vials are really cool that they're there, but it's just not something that's going to be noticeable. So with that, oh, actually, let's go ahead and check out the watch as well. So yeah, there's the watch. Let me turn off the flashlight so you can see it a little bit better. I kind of like that. Being able to, okay, that's the wrong thing. Okay, that's the wrong thing. That was the wrong button. So yeah, it looks like it just has the default prestige emblem, not the one you have, but being able to check your rank at any point in time, kind of cool. I like it more than the mini map, even though we can just press tab and see it there. But it's a cool little feature, and I kind of like how it sticks out like that. Maybe a watch that I'll continue using from this point. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, open up the map, get Pack-a-Punch open, all that stuff, Pack-a-Punch these bad boys. While I'm doing that, if you're new here, want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. We just hit 1,021k subs. And I got to give a huge thanks to everybody who's going to like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. Those 3 things help me out massively, and part of the reason we are just absolutely blowing up right now, boys. All right, how good is the crossbow against the Tempest? Oh, not very good. Honestly, I expected to do more than that. Let's just knife the Tempest. That's probably a better idea. There we go. You know what? We'll just use a Ring of Fire, take out that Tempest nice and easy. No knifing involved. And you know the coolest part? Luckily, we're not going to have to get the XM4 because we can buy that right off the wall here. The only weapon we're going to have to receive out of the box to test all these out is going to be the Mac 10. So hopefully, we're able to get the Max 10 very early on so we're not buying the box all game long. Actually, when you're in the basement, before you turn on power, look at how much that watch glows. That is actually really cool. This thing's like a neon green. We've got like a nuclear watch telling our rank right there. 601. Definitely can't miss that. When you're running around, you don't see it, but I took a second there to reload and just kind of look at a different screen. Come back. Look at that massively glowing green watch. I like this watch. It's actually growing on me quite a bit. This is definitely the watch I'm going to use until we get a better one in a bundle, which is probably going to be a while. Like, this is the best watch we've got in a long time. But now that we're up here in the light, we can go ahead and apply the brand new, dude, look at how many XM4 bundles there are. Brand new bundle to the XM4. Let me kill these zombies off real quick. Test out the tracer fire. This is what the inspect looks on it. And yeah, I stand by my statement. It's pretty basic, but let's look at the tracers. Shooting them off, that is a very unique combination. That pink and like cyan blue or like light blue, whatever it is, goes together very well and is super noticeable when shooting zombies. Kind of these light colors kind of work the best for the tracers, and the fact that we're getting two very bright colors, like light bright colors, works so well for tracer fire, and this is definitely one of the best tracers we've got on a weapon pack so far. Only if the crossbow got it, which I know the reason, it's a projectile and that'd be hard to do, but definitely a little disappointing. Dude, could you imagine a tracer on like the crossbow? Freaking awesome. All right, come on, here we go. What are the first odds we get the MAC-10 out of our very first box set? Come on, start her off nice. Well, nope, rip. It's an SMG. I'll take it. There we go. Finally getting the MAC-10. This is actually my second game. We went to like round 30 without pack-a-punching any weapons, buying the box over and over again. Here is the Desert Heat MAC-10 variant. Honestly, looks kind of cool. We're just gonna have to see how these things look when pack-a-punch. Has the same tracer effect, although the rate of fire on this makes the tracer effect look so cool. But let me go ahead, get all three weapons, get enough to pack them, and we'll be back. All right, here we go. Round 18. Let's go ahead and start packing these weapons, see what we can notice. So for the MAC-10, it pretty much covers up the entirety of the weapon. For the crossbow, it covers up the entirety of the weapon. And then last but not least, let's do the XM4 here, and we're gonna go down because I'm stuck at the pack-a-punch machine. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, for the XM4, it does cover up the entirety of the weapon. So yeah, for all three of these pack-a-punch camos, the variants are gonna pretty much look exactly the same as the normal weapon here. All right, to go ahead and save time, because this is already gonna be a fairly long video and I'm trying to cut it down to make it sweet, short, and simple to the point as possible, we're not gonna pack-a-punch these weapons to tier 2 and tier 3 because these weapons don't look any different from the base tiers. The camo masking when you pack-a-punch weapons to higher tier doesn't change, so if these weapons on tier 1 with the pack-a-punch camo look the exact same as the normal variants, they're not gonna look any different. So we're gonna go ahead, hop into multiplayer. Here we are, and as you can see, the watch in MP looks fantastic. I actually really like this watch, even when you inspect it or not inspect it. It's very clear. You can see the numbers on it, and this is hands down my new favorite watch in the entire game. I really like this, even though, I mean, seeing your levels as simple as hitting tab, you can see it right there. I actually really like it. Moving on to the XM4 in multiplayer, this is what it looks like in a nice bright map. Really cool looking. Here's the MAC-10. Looks pretty cool, and I'm wondering when we put DM Ultra on if you're going to be able to see that texture on the front of it. When you packed it, you really didn't see it, but here you can see it. Now, here's the base version of the crossbow. Once again, looks really cool, but I just don't think any of these with mastery camos. Actually, this is the XM4. You can still see the stripes when you have the gold camo on the XM4. That's pretty cool looking. And here's the golden MAC-10. Gold looks so good on this MAC-10 with that texture on the top of it. Like I said, DM Ultra might look really clean on this weapon. You still got the stripes with it. Then moving over to the crossbow, actually looks pretty clean. I don't think the normal gold camo on the crossbow looks this clean. You can see kind of the rivets on the back here. Actually pretty sleek looking on the crossbow here. Now we have the multiplayer diamond camo on the XM4. Legitimately no difference. On the MAC-10, yeah, it looks like a diamond MAC-10. And then moving over to the crossbow, yep, same thing. Looks like a diamond crossbow. No difference here. Now moving on to the final tier camo for multiplayer, DM Ultra. Here is the XM4, and you can see a little bit of gold on the strap that goes around it. But besides that, looks kind of like the default one. The MAC-10 with DM Ultra actually looks super sick with that little texture you got going on around the top. That's not normally there, and that looks pretty freaking cool. Now here we have the crossbow with it, and looks pretty much identical to the normal one. There is that little added texture like towards the back, but nothing different besides that. Here is Golden Viper on the XM4, and I'm not a big fan of that. Golden Viper on the MAC-10 looks better, but still not something I'd run. And then Golden Viper on the crossbow, and yeah, not much difference at all. Now here we are with the Plague Diamond camo. Once again, you can see a little bit of gold on the strap, but that's really the only difference. Here it is on the MAC-10, legitimately no difference from a normal MAC-10. And the crossbow, once again, looking exactly the same. But last but not least, the Dark Aether camo. Here it is on the XM4. Once again, the only thing different is that little bit of gold. Here it is on the MAC-10, and yeah. Oh, actually, you can actually see that texture at the top there. That's pretty sick. Usually you can't see textures like this with the Dark Aether camo, but surprisingly, this one you can. And now here's the crossbow. Once again, you can still see that texture at the top right. But overall, the blueprints in this bundle are kind of lame. I wouldn't buy this bundle for the blueprints. I mean, the tracers are kind of cool, but you don't get it with the crossbow, which is what I was most excited for. You only get it with the XM4 and the MAC-10, and those weapons both already have fairly cool blueprints. So now what we're going to do is go ahead, check out the execution and all that stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get the... Oh, god dang it, man. Just shotgun does. All right, here we go. Let's get this execution off. Man's got a shotgun. Sneak up right behind him. And what the... Here we go. Dude, that is so freaking sick. Out of nowhere, straight up zombie enters the field, just bites a chunk out of the man. That is hilarious. And one more time for good effort. Oh, god dang it. All right, here we go. Let's do it. There we go. Out of nowhere, zombie comes in. Dude, that is just such a great finishing move. I wish there was some way we were able to use that in zombies. That would make it so much cooler, but that is 1000% my new favorite elimination. Whenever I'm playing multiplayer, whatever I'm doing, definitely going to do that. And it's definitely going to encourage me to try to use finishing moves more in multiplayer. Being able to know I'm going to be able to summon a zombie at any point in time. And even if I'm not playing multiplayer, it's kind of cool in the zombies menu just to have that zombie walking around with you. Overall, though, I do have to say I am a little disappointed with this bundle. Obviously, having the Weaver operator is pretty huge. Having the pet zombies pretty huge. But I really do think all 3 of the blueprint weapons you get with this bundle are kind of lackluster. I'm not a fan of really any of them. They're all pretty mediocre at the end of the day. The only cool thing is that the crossbow has the blood vials. That is the single coolest thing. But in-game, when you inspect the crossbow, you don't get to see the blood vials whatsoever. The only point in time you ever see those blood vials on the crossbow is when you're chilling in the menu, and that to me is such a missed opportunity. But besides that, you do get a cool emblem and calling card. The charm you get's pretty lame. All in all, I don't know. I'm not as hyped about this bundle as what I thought I would. If you're looking for the pet zombie, if you're looking for Weaver, go ahead and get this, but definitely skip out on it if you're looking for some cool blueprint weapons to use, because the blueprint weapons were the most disappointing part of this bundle. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Definitely let me know how you feel about this bundle. Are you going to get it? Or are the blueprint weapons you get going to kind of set you back and not make you want to get it? Overall, I'm pretty happy I got it. I mean, the pet zombie's almost worth it in and of itself. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment here to give a thanks to everyone who's became a Twitch sub, our YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified. We've got the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamaster. We've got my friend with the most stable PS5 ever, DX2069. We've got the Big Mac Bandit himself, Brian Plays. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic, and then we have the absolute boss, Hunter Redondo. All these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you so much, true homies.